Shalom, Rav Lau. Shalom, Dr. Shalev and Dr. Steinhardt. Strasvidje, Julia and Elena. I'm pleased to send my greetings to the ceremony honoring Fyodor of Rostov, Fyodor Mikhailichenko, who cared for the child prisoner Israel Meir Lau, Lulek, from Pietrikov in Buchenwald's Block 8 in the main camp. I'm writing a book about children and youths at Buchenwald. When General George S. Patton's U.S. Third Army arrived at Buchenwald on April 11, 1945, they found 904 boys among the 21,000 surviving prisoners. How were these children still alive to be liberated? Israel Meir Lau arrived with his older brother Naftali at Buchenwald from Czestochowa on January 20th, 1945, and they were placed in a barrack in the little camp. Several days later, Israel Meir Lau and other boys were moved by the camp underground to Block 8 in the main camp and placed under the protection of German Communist block elder Wilhelm Heymann from Hesse in Germany. In that block, Fyodor of Rostov took care of little Lulek. Fyodor of Rostov, according to the memoirs by Naftali and Israel Meir Lau, watched over the boy like a father. He made him soup daily. He knitted ear warmers for his ears. And in the final moments before liberation, he shielded the boy with his own body. So close did they become that Naftali worried that little Lulek would go back to Russia, to Rostov, with Fyodor. All his life, Israel Meir Lau looked for Fyodor of Rostov. He didn't know his last name. He spoke of the story to Russian leaders. He enlisted the help of Russian leaders in finding Fyodor. He placed an article in his vestia in Rostov. Nothing availed. So in June 2008, when I was privileged to go in the first group of scholars to look at the papers in the Red Cross International Tracing Service archive, which is at Bad Arolsen, Germany, I decided I would seek Fyodor of Rostov. I had a prisoner list for Block 8 when I went. I knew the story. I decided I would look for all the Fyodors. I looked at all the prisoner personal cards named Fyodor in Block 8. Fyodor Mikhailichenko was the only Fyodor from Rostov, an 18-year-old Russian prisoner of war who'd been arrested by the Gestapo in October 1943 and brought to Buchenwald in November 1943 and placed in Block 8. This had to be the one. The Associated Press carried the story of the discovery. It was published in Jerusalem, and since then Rav Lau and Yad Vashem have followed up thoughtfully to confirm that the right Fyodor was found, Fyodor Mikhailichenko. He had taken care of little Lulek in Buchenwald. It's fitting that Fyodor is remembered today and honored as a righteous among the nations. It is sad only that it's taken us so long and that he could not participate in the ceremony himself, and I regret that I could not travel to Israel and be a participant as well.